Spoil Sport, straight out of Narawa here, New Zealand. Here's Mario. Hello, Maurieos daily vlog number 560. Dampener. Hello, welcome. Well, you may recall a few days back, or a few weeks back now, maybe 2 or 3 weeks back, I organised a picnic in one of our professional development days. I organised a picnic for lunch. So what I did was I got up a little bit earlier before we were due to get there, and I went to a countdown, or I planned a whole lot of stuff at home. I got out a chili bin and some bits and pieces of stuff that I could take for the picnic and bring home again, because buying them would be quite an expense. So I got those together and I got a chili bin out, and I think I even got a little chili bin that you get from the supermarket. We had one of those, and so I took that as well, and I froze up some blocks of ice to put in the chili bins, because I was going to go along to countdown before work about 7, and then the food and that would have to stay in the car till lunchtime, and so I wanted to keep it chilled so it didn't go off and cause any problems. So off I went to countdown, and I bought the stuff I needed. It came to about $128, and I didn't have enough chili bag capacity, so I bought a chili bag from Countdown for $4. They had them there for $4. So I put all the stuff in the chili bags and put them in the back of my car, and then we went to the professional development, and come lunchtime I headed out a little earlier with one of my colleagues, and we set up a bit of a lunch for everyone. Just some sandwiches and a bit of this and a bit of that. I vlogged on it, and so you saw us there, and I was all right. It was something a bit different, and I think we had a little bit of a fun, and it was a little bit of a collective thing. And off we went back, and I tidied up and took everything home, and that was it. And then it came. I put it on my credit card, so I went in and claimed, the $128 from my boss. My boss approved it, everything like that, no problem. And then, a couple of days ago, it came back. It would have been rejected by bloody Susan from accounts or someone. And they refused to pay me the $4 for the chili bag, because it was a personal item. Oh my God, just really, it bloody annoyed me. That sort of attitude. I mean, they didn't bother to, find out why. $4 bloody. I can sort of see where they get there. I mean, that's into serious fraud office territory. $4 for a chili bag. And that I'd use next time if I was going to do it again. But I sort of understand, but you'd think that they could take some time to ask and carry on like that over such a piffling amount. And it's attitudes like that cause people not to do things. I mean, I volunteered to do it. I gave up my own time, my own petrol, used my own money out of my own account for a period of time to cover it all and stuff like that. And then you get treated with that sort of carry on by some bloody minion somewhere. Bloody annoying. And it's that sort of thing that destroys the culture of an organisation. But I've just annoyed me. I'm not going to let it go, and it's not going to stop me doing it again. Obviously, I won't charge for the chili bag again. I've learnt my lesson there. But it's like, I wish people would think about their fellow man and the values that our organisation expounds. They say them all, but they never, can't understand how to follow through. So, yeah, that's why I put a little thing on here, dampener. Put a bit of a dampener on an otherwise, nice, pleasant occasion that I had sort of quite fond memories of up until that happened. Little bloody Susan from accounts put her oar in, or Bill or Ben or whoever it was in accounts. Just damn well annoyed me. So anyway, apart from that, I had quite a good day. So let's go and have a look at the diary. What have we got in the diary here today? Well, Wednesday the 31st of October 2018. It's Halloween. And I saw a couple of kids around the neighbourhood as I was coming home. They were doing one of the fortnight dances on the side of the road. They were actually quite good. They were little kids, only about 8 or 10. But it was a bit of humorous. And I think my wife had some lollies there that I managed to eat, and I think they even gave a few away, because New Zealand, like Halloween, was never a big thing in New Zealand, and when I was growing up. It's only come into, or even when my kids were young, it wasn't really a thing, but it's come into its own lately now, and from a lot of the influence, I guess, of American culture through the movies and television. And so we do have it a little bit now, but we're not as, from what I can see from what my young Isaac has been gets up to and that sort of thing, it's not quite to the same zeal as the American one. I do remember, of course, growing up as I went to a Catholic school. Of course, the 1st of November was All Souls Day, and that was a feast day, or a holy day of obligation, that we had to go to Mass that day. So that was, we usually had a Mass on All Souls Day, I think it was, All Saints Day, and we used to call on your patron saint or whatever. So I do remember that, but we didn't celebrate Halloween, of course, not with the nuns. So, now I see here, I've got here on that I've got it down for a teaser, but it's actually a music one, which I'll put in there. I just realised that there, so we'll put that in and save it. So, yes, we've got a music challenge there, and 192, hint 1, it's gone. It was, Moz got that. It was a little bar, Zilly's Bar in Asmara, Eritrea, where, interestingly enough, it was a Italian colony, and they sent a whole lot of their architects down there in the 1930s to build a whole lot of Italian architecture, Art Deco type buildings. And apparently it's Eritrea, it's on the Red Sea, in the sort of Middle East, or in Africa there, the east coast of Africa, round about the equator, and it's known as Little Rome, according to Moz, who got the answer correct there. And 4 hours of teaching today. I've got all my students working on projects, so it's pretty good at the moment. I don't have to do too much instruction as such. I just go in and they work on their projects, and I'm answering questions and what have you. So it's all quite pleasant. No instruction as such. So I did 4 hours of that today, and I went out for a wonderful lunch at the blissful vegan restaurant, a nice vegetable lunch there with my friend, work colleague RJ. It was lovely. We went and sat down by the river and had our lunch on a beautiful sunny day. So yeah, pretty good Halloween there, and awesome. So moving right along, let's have a look at today's challenge. It's a musical one, so see if you can guess the song. And it's not moving along quite as expected because I went on to thing, but here it comes. There you go, I think that's enough, and I've run out of moves, so let's go on to the Hall of Fame. Yesterday's one was this brain teaser here. Which bunch of flowers is the odd one out based on the order number? And it was Moz got that, number one. All of the other ones have the vowels and even numbers are red, except in number one where it's had it round the other way, so that was clearly the incorrect one. So number one, and Moz came through with that one. So well done. And he actually, once Mrs. Moz found out what the song was from the day before, the where did you get that hat? Of course, brought back. Yes, it was a bit of a, kick yourself type situation, where you heard it before but just couldn't quite put the finger on the answer. But anyway, that happens from time to time. Not very often, I might add, but from time to time it does happen. So that's all well and good. And well, thanks everybody for liking and subscribing, commenting. Perhaps you could comment below on some of the annoying things that people have done just to put a dampener on an otherwise marvellous day. Not that I want to focus on the negative, but there are, just from time to time, there are these little things that, really have the potential to muck things up. But you can't let them grind you. Don't let the bastards grind you down. Just say, oh, bugger it, and move on. And I'm going to do it. I'll do it again. I enjoyed doing it. And, well, they can stick their chili bin with a chili bag, or esky where the sun doesn't shine. Susan from accounts. All good. Cheers. See you again tomorrow.
That's all, folks.